Let's go through just this part. We can see some more of the valley here, and then we're going to go where we can see the creek better. This land is untillable by local standards, so none of the farmers around here wanted this. Well, my dad wanted it, and he bought it. It was in 1963 or 64. And it was cheap. I think it was some $85 an acre, something like that, just under 50 acres. And over the years, they both passed away, and the property went to me. Let's march on this way. When a tree falls in my woods, it might go into an instrument, it might go into firewood, or it might go into some other thing. So I try to make as many things as I can from wood. I make a lot of my tools using black cherry. This cabin was built mostly by my father out of aspen logs I helped him drag within 100 yards of here. In 1971, my father and I built a log cabin that was very authentic to the early 1800s. And believe me, that was a pain in the butt. And the building was still there, and I thought, well, maybe I should try to preserve that, and maybe I should try living in it. So this is where I'm currently living until I move into the new home. I have a lot of friends that are musicians that like to come out here, and we'll sit here and drink my beer because I'm a beer maker. I like homemade type beers. Well, my favorite thing out here is the barred owls. There's a pair of them that will follow me around in the winter. I've grown to appreciate this land to the point where wanting to defend it from anything that would threaten it. Now we're looking down on our right, this part of the valley here. This is absolutely filled with wildflowers in the springtime. So I contacted the Southwestern Michigan Land Conservancy and requested that I was interested in a conservation easement. So we discussed pretty much in detail what I would allow in the future and what I would like the kibosh to be put on. We discussed what areas around my cabin and my new home that I could have for doing whatever I wanted to do. Told them that I needed a certain amount of firewood each year. I told them that I wanted to maintain my four-wheeler tracks that I have both in the upper level and the lower level. But I pretty much conveyed that, I really wanted nothing else to be done out here, period. When they found Jacob's ladder out here, they thought that was pretty remarkable, and I uncovered some nodding trillium out here, which is also pretty rare. A conservation easement is not complicated at all. It's in very plain language. It's a legal document, but it's not written by a $500 an hour lawyer. It's just a simple agreement. It describes the property in detail, and it says what can be done to it that hasn't already been done to it. Well, we made it limit virtually everything except my living on it, basically. And it's a simple process of having the document signed by the landowner, by Southwestern Michigan Land Conservancy, and then witnessed by a notary. And it is in perpetuity, it's forever. I think we're going to do a little circle here and curve around and go back following the creek. The Southwestern Michigan Land Conservancy people have been, I think, very understanding, very knowledgeable, very nice people to work with. I feel very secure in the work that they're doing. I think that's a very reliable group of people that are doing a lot of good for the ideals that I look forward to seeing carried out. And I certainly would want to encourage any people that I know to think very seriously about what they can do to conserve natural resources in a lot of different ways.